Salutations everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play The Darkest Dungeon. I'm your host, BrainBoy20, and where we last left off, we miserably failed a fight against the Crocodilian in the Viscount's domain, and we need to build up some funds. I hired ourselves another little antiquarian, and we are going to go on some low-level missions to gather ourselves some gold. So let's get the trinkets equipped and embark. Oh, I can't have two of the same trinkets? That's stupid. Oh well, you're not actually that great of a healer anyway. We'll just have you go first every round. You, on the other hand, are an amazing healer, so let's get Junia's head. Junia's head, and then it's something else that does de-stress. Is there any like Vestal trinkets that I've got? No, we can make it though that you go basically first every time. Not having the Sacred Scroll. Let's take the Haste Chalice. Rambacourt. I mean, you'll be in... You guys will be flipping positions constantly, so the Brawler's Gloves are not that great. Let's take... I want you to get on high stress. Because you being on high stress is actually apparently very good. Because you have a unique... negative. Take the Berserker's Charm for more damage. And then maybe the Surgical Gloves? No. Why'd I even consider the Surgical Gloves? Do we have something else? Sunring for damage and accuracy? Yeah. And then you'll get the Sunring and the... No, because we're going to the Ruins. If we're going to the Ruins, why not take the Sunring when I can just take the Necromancer's Collar and do basically the same thing? And then you can get the Molted Tail Streaker. It's Feather. Okay. I'm not going to spend any of our gold on that. We need that for our supplies. And when we get All Saints Day, then we could send everyone through. You're all well equipped. Let's provision. It's a medium run through, so I do need to take a large amount of food. Need to take a large amount of torches. Shovels, and not be stupid like I was last time. I'm just going to sell the trinket. Glad you can't physically sell it. Dark Bracer, we're not doing low light runs. Don't need the blood yet. We have torches, 4 more food. God, this is never not going to bother me whenever I see it. And we'll pull up 3 skeleton keys, because these two are in equal measure. Don't need medicinal herbs for anything. Ribbit, let's go! All Saints' Day, for honor and for glory. Makes it so the church's stuff costs nothing.
There is power in symbols. Collect the scattered scraps of faith, and give comfort to the masses.
I will do so, as long as I'm not killed off by every single combat here. Well, it's not the unnatural one that I was looking for. I can Adder's Kiss one of these two. Does it send you back? Yeah, it does send you back either way.
Annihilated.
Ouch. Ouch and lovely. It's so rare that we get to pull this off. I don't like you. So I'm going to attempt to stun the madman.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Punish the madman. Because I want him to shut the ever-living heck up before he does anything. At least accusation does do horror.
The abyss returns even the boldest gaze.
Just get rid of the madman before he does anything else. Oh, you resisted the movement, how nice. But you get rended for the old gods. God, he looks way too happy to be a flagellant. Let's start dealing with the Acolyte. We got a Pierce, which means move forward, or I can Captivate.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I think Captivate worked out well. Maybe get a Brawler to stun. Stunned Brawler doesn't seem like a bad idea. You resist. What is that stun chance? 100% base and you failed every time. I'm not even capable of being angry at this anymore.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Might as well keep going. What do we have here? A sack of sacks. The contents of the sack is mine. Some minor antiques. Proc the torchlight up before the fight begins. There we go. Now we have the unholy things that we're supposed to deal with. Judgment doesn't do a ton of damage. It does even less when you miss like that. An impalement actually has a decent chance of killing a lot of these. You know what? I'm gonna Rain of Sorrows, because that can kill both. It can, but you'd have to do one more point of damage. Let the stress flow. Right, we're gonna deal with serpents soon. That's why I keep bringing her along.
Confusion, nerves, and panic.
Will you suffer the temptation, Bohan? Yes, you will. And the Axe Blade goes down on Rambicorp, but Rambicorp's just not having any of that today. It only does 1 point of damage
As
to
the
you,
fiend
but
falls,
it's good enough.
a faint hope blossoms.
I want to captivate you. So you're gonna die, hopefully. No, you're gonna be just beyond death.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
I couldn't have him just be just beyond death. He had to be dead.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
You are damned! Excellent. We can wound him enough where hopefully we can just do a little bout of healing to make sure our people aren't suffering.
Ghoulish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Forward march. Open up this crate of heirlooms. Open up this backpack.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Turn on our torchlight, and what is in here? Absolutely nothing. Back we go. We do need to gather 3 holy relics, meaning this isn't exactly going to be a high scoring mission in terms of gold. So we're gonna have to go via efficiency before too long. Thankfully, we should be able to deal with efficiency because we're gonna be naturally dropping supplies as time goes on. Also, if you're wondering why I'm insisting on her opening up all of these, it's because she has the hidden passive, where as long as she's the one opening stuff up, we should be fine. I'm gonna try to stun. Can't stun. No, I'm gonna stun you.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
We'll put a protect me out on our shield breaker. Well, Adder's kiss the gatekeeper, because if we can cause him to blight, we won't have to deal with the gatekeeper shenanigans. Now, you two, if you could start bleeding, that'd be appreciated. Baby, you might go crazy.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
You might get the Crimson Curse, because everyone and their mother is targeting our Acolyte. Not Acolyte. Wow, what is up with my brain today? Can you punish the Sycophant? You've got enough bleed on it where it's going to die, so everything else is just kind of secondary.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Shank? Of the Shawshank Redemption? And finally, that supplicant is dead. And you're getting digested. How disgusting. Well, I guess we're gonna pierce the supplicant. Put him out down to 1. Put him down to 0.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
It's nice we have a viscount invitation. Also known as a good discount invitation. You're one of the relics that we have to take. I suppose... No, we're gonna go one more room, because we can always come back. There is treasure ahead. We're gonna be coming back for all this stuff. Wow. Yeah, heck yeah, we're gonna come back for all this stuff. Oh baby, a surprise. I love surprises. Impale them all.
Masterfully executed.
Give us a dazzling light show. And get rid of the sycophant, because he's the one that actually does the worst of all of us. And then do a force gargle with the flagellant. Take a couple of hits now. At least you have protection. At least you have protection. Hello, Deboity. I'm sorry that we suddenly switched from SCP Secret Laboratory, but the game just decided to not work. If you'll believe that, so we just moved on out to Darkest Dungeon so I can continue working on this. Wow, you are very low on health. I would like to suffer. But I can't suffer, so I'm still just going to continue smacking the supplicants around. Let's do a full party heal and start getting some health back on everyone. Let's at least gather the blood. Could be worse. Okay, you're down to 1. You being down to 1 is fine by me. I'm going to just miss deliberately. And we'll toss up a double heal. We might get Crimson Cursed, who knows. He's probably gonna get Crimson Cursed. He's been hit by enough Gather the Bloods. I know your heart will burst. You're basically near death.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I don't believe I can teach you the way of how to use Twitch, for everyone learns differently than one another. So we will have to leave it at this, just as I'm going to have to leave this ruby behind. God, I don't want to leave the ruby behind. But everything else here can... No, I'm not going to leave the ruby behind. I'm going to leave the gold behind, because the gold is almost always worse. Alright, let's open this up. What do we see? Nothing that horrible, thankfully.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
We could get random supplies, or trinket scrounge. Try to get a random trinket that might be good or bad, but not really. There's no real need for stress relief. And there isn't, but there is a need to get protection on the entire party. There's nothing you could possibly do here. There's actually not a lot of healing stuff that we can do. Pray. The protection is going to be very useful. Snakeskin will also be very good considering what's coming up next. Probably gonna wound care on you so you're not dead and dying. Yeah, so in that case, we'll play a chant. Oh no, it's only one companion. Do any of you have something that makes it easier for you to heal in campfires? Not at all. Alright, snakes, why did it have to be snakes?
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Hello, what the actual hell?
Moans and cries, lost in the darkness.
I don't want infuse. I'm gonna Adder's Kiss the Rattler because it's the only thing I can hit right now. Let us toss down a Dazzling Light. No, Judgment just deals more. I'll get rid of the Death Adder soon. I kind of want to just get rid of the Rattler before it does anything untoward to the rest of my party. Oh. Oh my gosh, you actually get to act. Can you please kill it? That's barely enough for the Rattler to not take an action. Rambicourt, however, is going to get a lot of poison.
Death by inches.
Ooh, an Adder's Fang poison, not surprised. It's not a bad poison. Effect. I guess we'll start working on the Death Adder.
A devastating blow.
Snake's definitely shedding its skin. Captivate?
A singular strike.
Oh, glorious. We're just gonna proc the protection, just dump everything on top of Rambicourt. They'll get low enough on health soon enough. I could attempt to stun you, but our stun successes have not been that great. I might as well try. Yeah, no. And paralyzing quills. You're gonna go crazy. You always go crazy. I guess you're guaranteed to die. Let's get rid of Solid Snake over here. And we'll Divine Grace to start healing.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
So that giant thing is now dead. Rambicourt is going to continue getting closer and closer to death's door. And your resolve is tested. Hopeless.
There can be no hope in this hell. No hope at all.
Well, there can be. You just have to stop being a little wuss.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Such loveliness belongs in the palace, they say, and so my hands are tied. And I am put in a caravan next to golden idols and jeweled icons. Together, we are a priceless cargo of dazzling rarities, bound for the vizier's treasury. I know this tyrant's reputation, and I am afraid. Okay, how are you divvying it up? That's more important than gold. Dancer's foot wraps. Don't need the move resist. The speed is nice, though. Emeralds can stack higher than gold. Probably gonna dump 4 food on you, and I'll just take the foot wraps. I would take the Aegis scale, but it's not that great to avoid damage exactly once. It's better for the darkest dungeon. Alright, Curio Obstacle. Here comes the challenging section. What do we do for these relics? Reliquary 1.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
I have to make room in my inventory. Deeds are nice, but this is a higher score. We need gold more than we need deeds right now. This I know we could use a skeleton key on to unlock this treasure. We don't need anything else here. The antique is enough. Then we'll open up this last reliquary.
A fortune. waiting to be spent.
With the twin rare antiques, the onyx probably isn't going to be made useful, so we'll ditch the onyx for now. We're going to turn around, we're going to grab the curio, and we're just going to be well on our way. Right down the road, as they say. We need to find one more holy relic. Most unsettling passage. Your stress increases, but then it decreases immediately after.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Quit your whining. We're almost through. We just have a little bit more to do. And a relic to find. So how about you? Of course you get claustrophobia. Those things usually have some decent positive or negative. Or decent positive. And it's deceptive on how bad it is, but I guess today's just not our day. Alright, let's see how strong of a hit you are. Let's not see how strong of a hit you are. Let's get rid of the Acolyte. I guess we'll just do nothing. I suppose that's a reasonable strategy, just continually fail at every single little thing you do. Bring her back up from the brink of death. I mean, you've already failed on multiple occasions. Can you even get rid of any of them? We can work on the Brawler. The Reign of Sorrows isn't that great because they're immunity to bleeding. Ooh. He is definitely getting hit. It's not the hit I'm looking for. I kind of want him to take a bit more stress than this, but I mean, I guess we don't have an option. Shut the heck up and just let me use the torch. The tempting goblet gets tossed out. Her face is covered in blood. Oh, you're all hitting Gornai. We can guaranteed kill you, but I'm gonna just work on the Brawler. We'll leave nothing left if we can. And that's the Acolyte dead. Now I have to deal with this Bone Courtier.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Talk about a nuisance. A nuisance.
Another abomination, cleansed from our lands.
I don't know why I'm not using her healing skill. Alright, that's because it sucks. Get yourself up there, because we kind of need you to still be alive. You can take the Graveyard Slash from this Monster Mash, as once we finally put an end to him, then there's a lot more we can do. As long as your hopelessness doesn't make you miss. Quit running away and kill him.
Back to the pit. As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Alright, we just don't have a Jester anymore. Like, we used to have a lot of decent Jesters, now they're just all gone. We can, like, attempt a torch on it. Attempt a skeleton key. Nothing works, so we'll just open it and see what we find. Gold is useless, so let's just move on. What else do we see? An obstacle and a curio in a room battle with treasure, and curio double battles. This is going to suck. Alright, now what? This is technically the greedier option. We don't know if we're going to need the 2 shovels later, so let's just go. This curio contains more heirlooms. We're not taking the deeds, because we don't need them. We could have taken the deeds. Taking the deeds probably would have been the better of the options. There are a lot of enemies right now. Have you ever really noticed? Alright, this sycophant's not taking an action as long as I live.
A momentary abatement.
Love how you can just deny a group heal. She's slowly feeling better. He is going to basically guarantee get the Crimson Curse at this rate, just because the sheer number of attacks from Crimson Curse infected individuals have been going out on him. God, they really do not like my antiquarian. They really don't like my antiquarian. But we might as well start putting the attacks to use and see how far we can get. Full party heal again. Just because everybody in the party could use a little bit of it. You're close. Well, it was nice knowing you. Now you too will get the Crimson Curse. How did I even guess?
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
The supplicant should go down soon enough. Are you... So let me get this straight. Did you just cut yourself? I think you did. You gone emo? I think you genuinely gone emo on me.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
I'm gonna have you deliberately miss. Because I want to just try to get a little bit more healing out if I
The
can.
wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Well, we got 2 more points of health out of it.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Drink the blood. Go berserk. And let's just get a move on. Put our torchlight back up to maximum, and let's go try to deal with these bones. Rattle me bones, rattle me bones. This is an attack that really doesn't do anything. You kind of just suck against these people.
Be gone, fiend.
You kind of really do just suck against everything.
Well struck.
Judgment the courtier. It can kill the courtier. It does kill the courtier. Glorious. We can even shank the... We could have shanked the arbalist, and that would have been phenomenal. But I guess that just doesn't happen in these parts. There we go. Maybe I could put down enough health on you where it doesn't matter. We'll assume the Graveyard Soldier's not going to attack you. And piece by piece, drop by drop, your body gets reassembled. Which was a Graveyard Smash. I was actually hoping he would hit him, not do enough to kill him, but I guess that happened. I guess that works.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Forward march. Ouch.
Mechanical hazards, possessed by evil intent.
I mean, a mechanical hazard is just that, a hazard. It can't really be possessed by any type of intent, really. Oh, what, did the game not appreciate me saying that? Alright, a little bit of scouting. What do I see? Curio. curio and another battle. I would go to the left. We'll probably do a return trip depending on how healthy we are.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
There are just more and more of these things. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. At least you're all bleeding. Well, it hits, and it hurts. And it huffs and it puffs and it blows the whole house down.
Well, she's gonna get the curse after enough of these. And that I can't really avoid, so I mean, I'll just take it. Take it like a man.
Well, at least your crit and damage increase might prove handy here. Can you get rid of the sycophant? You can. He's gonna bleed to death. Good. Guess we'll keep the AoE heals flowing. Wow, you are just cutting yourself. Honestly, extending these fights with these creatures is basically just a recipe for getting hit by the Darkest Dungeon's Crimson Curse. Because they'll eventually connect with someone and grant them the Crimson Curse. How close to dead are you? You're very close to dead. You're not dead yet, so we must take you out. Might as well take you out. Oh, keep the heals flowing. At least we're healing more than we're losing. You're such a drama queen, Beset.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
What can I use in replace for the blood? Because I get the feeling I'm gonna need it soon. I need this to clear obstacles. Crests are still valuable. And no, I'm not going to replace it with the blood just yet. How did it come to this? Well, let me tell you, old friend. It's entirely because you guys are terrible adventurers who just can't hit the broadside of a barn, and when you do, it's just like a wet noodle. Alright, well, this is where the relic is guaranteed. Let's crack this bad boy open. A lovely holy relic reveals itself, boo-boo. We don't need a key anymore, so we can just leave this alone. Continue adventuring, because there's several things we can still open up. Gold is technically better than the shovels. To the confessional. I'm surprised there's still somebody in here. Okay, let's just leave. I don't feel like... I think we've overstayed our welcome.
The abbot will be grateful. The trappings of his faith have been restored.
Still got it, kind of. There's our gold. There's our obscene amount that we were looking for. Welcome to the ranks of the Crimson Curse. I'll be your guide. Don't eat your ally, don't drain the blood out of them, and don't leave them just a little ragdoll on the floor.
Take advantage of this faith-fueled charity. It will not last.
Blood has been slaked, blood has been slaked. Thank goodness we got the Sanguine Vinters, otherwise I would be crying so hard about having to get more blood. I'm assuming this place is gonna have a ton of contagion before too long. To the Penance Hall with you. Gurnai. Pray, because that just seems normal for you. Bohan, you can meditate. Basset, pray. Okay, so you are the one that does. So whenever I add one to there, it increases contagions, like the contagion level. Alright. All of you people who don't have the Crimson Curse, you can come here. Harriet, you can only meditate, but at this rate, you might as well just stay here and slowly just remove all your negatives by existing. Tavern, I've yet to actually fully upgrade you with the brothel. Too bad, you're not getting upgraded just yet. Barasa, drink. Basset. You also drink. Everything else can get bent. And we'll just unequip all trinkets. Class restrictions sorting yet again. And what ho, here we go. Is there anything decent here? Don't need death blow resistance, don't need this. Raider's Talisman. The food consumption is actually very interesting. Negative. But it's not like... This is an amazing talisman.
Immune to death by Crimson Curse. I mean, that would be great if we could, like, equip it to somebody in town and they just stay on craving permanently. But I don't make use of the Crimson Curse trinkets, so I mean, meh?
Yeah, you got nothing that I want, really. The station is still high. Do we have anyone we can actually take with us? Like, can we, like, formulate a party of some kind? Havil. This time we won't screw up as horrifically. Dury, you are ranged. So you will go in. Altard, you can theoretically withstand, but Rambacourt, you're actually kind of close range shenanigans. In fact, I think you're melee. Yes, you have Slugger. I never made Slugger permanent. Well, there's another chance that it can leave you. Zalrock has become a twisted abomination. We'll just leave that there, because that's just what he is. I don't want Maunamont. Do we have any healers? Do we have anything decent? Anything at all? Fluffy, I guess you'll be the battlefield medicine chick. You're the only one without the Crimson Curse here. You're the only not filthy bloodsucker amongst us. You need Berserker's Charm. And since you're going to be in the front, you'll take the Brawler's Gloves. Who cares about this when your damage is hiked up by how much? Your disease is not bad. You'll have the blood soon enough. We're going to take a ton of it with us. We don't need damage versus Fanatic. I want you... make believe for the first time that you are you are going to the Shanktown prison. Huh. You know what? This actually doesn't stink. You're a decent speed. Well, actually, if I'm going to do this, I don't need to take away the accuracy to your range skills. So you can use the Bloodied Handkerchief and get about the same effect. And then our actual ranged combatant can get the matchstick. Durari. You're not doing melee. Quickening Satchel plus Matchstick. So you're basically guaranteed to go first each and every single turn. Basically. Realistically, questionable. Baculaire. You are our discount healer. I'm not even kidding, you are our discount healer. Accept it, love it, live it, life. Junia's head, and you know what? We can do the Overture box. Oh no, -2 accuracy. I'm so scared. You'll be kind of a spot healer, and then Emboldening Vapors, hopefully. On someone if they don't kill it. The Crimson Curse is basically vampirism. You are completely right. It's vampirism, but you turn into mosquitoes. It's quite something debilitating. Anyway, we got our party together to go try to kill the Viscount. So, for YouTube.